Hello, it's day number 48 and we are broadcasting from the building site, which is how I'm going to affectionately refer to the kitchen from now on, I think. It is dirty glasses, apparently. Things have been going pretty good. Today was another day of lots and lots of work and sweatiness and bleh. For multiple different reasons. So, step number one of today was going out to buy some stuff from Netto so that I had some snacks available just in case Rowan was hungry, because we needed to go out a little bit further afield. We went over to Helweg, which is a DIY superstore sort of thing. If you've had experience of B&Q or Homebase or anything like that in the UK, or I don't even know in the US, like just like Home Depot, maybe? Like, I don't know, probably Home Depot. It's like that. It's just, you know, tools and screws and attachments and builder's yard sort of stuff and concrete and plant hire, like concrete mixers and all sorts of stuff. We had to go out and get a bunch of wall screws and plugs and all sorts of bits, because I ran out yesterday when I put up these things over here, which I'll take a little photograph of, which is the two cabinets from you know, the first day where I was building stuff. It's a dish drainer and a small, I don't know what it's going to be. I think it's a spice cupboard. Maybe? I don't know. But all of that's together. It's directly above the sink so that the drip tray just drips into the sink, and that is a good thing. You know, we've been drying dishes on a towel sat out on the worktop for a little while now, just because we never got round to actually finishing off everything and buying in the equipment to finish the kitchen and the units and that sort of thing. Because, you know, it's all built by muggins, so, yeah. It's probably not the greatest thing that's ever been built, but you know what? It's mine, damn it, and I enjoy it. I like it, even though it's pretty much a galley. So, these things behind you are two giant Billy bookcases from IKEA. We have doors that are going to go on, we've got more shelves that are going to go in, but at the moment it's where I'm keeping my tools, because I need them tomorrow as well. Right, so all of that done, went to Helweg, got a bunch of stuff, came back. Believe in the time-lapse footage you can actually see the Berliner Fernsehturm. Fernsehturm? It's the TV tower, the bloody great spike in the centre of the city. Yeah, like it's a very nice day today, or it was. It was ridiculously warm, like to the point where I walked outside and it knocked me for six. It really did. It like, you walk out of the apartment and it's like there's a wall of heat. It's like walking out into an oven. So I made sure that Rowan had a lot of water. I had quite a lot of water as well. Yeah, today sucked from a temperature point of view. It really did. But you know, that's just part of living over here, I guess. Like, I'm used to my little small island of a country where it rains like 53% of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna miss rain. I really am. I mean, I say that, but just as I was in here and getting everything finished off, there was a massive thunderstorm developed and just an utter downpour. Unfortunately, it stopped before I could get the really cool shot of putting the GoPro like directly on the floor so you could see the raindrops just hitting and bouncing and whatnot. It was pretty heavy. I went outside for like 10 seconds and got utterly drenched. So yeah, that was cool. There was a lot of lightning flashes and noise and all that sort of stuff, but it's ended now. Right. Oh God. I tell you what, like I keep meaning to have like a full structure of exactly what I'm gonna say and exactly when I'm going to say it and script and all of that sort of thing, and it just never comes together. It never does, but you know, hey, vlogging, I guess, right? What else has been going on? Please excuse, like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a fly in here, and I've been trying to get him for hours, and I've had Dexter in here, and he's now discovered that, yeah, there we go, he's definitely on camera. Dexter has been climbing all over everything and leaping after this fly and hasn't caught him. He's the most useless predatory animal that I've ever seen. So yeah, like, we're sharing the workspace with the fly because the fly is less annoying than the cat, because the cat is on his mad half hour to an hour sort of run around murder everything stint in the living room. And I can't use the nerd cave because everyone else is in bed. So, you know, I'm as far away from everyone as I can get, apart from that little buzzing nuisance. Right, okay. Bought stuff. Bought an extra cat litter tray. Of course, we planned on it. Came home, me and Rowan ate lunch, put them down for bed. Happy times. I kind of fell asleep for an hour, but given that I only had like 3-4 hours of sleep yesterday, it's not really, you know, not really a sin that's not going to be forgiven, is it? Got up, sat down, watched some videos, chilled out a little bit. As soon as Saguta came home, off I went and started putting all of these things up and securing them to the wall so that the boy can't topple them over and, you know, all the bad stuff. Oh, I've been getting a bunch of little notification pops about new subscribers on the YouTubes, and that is entirely, I'm convinced, due to Jessica and Brian from Crocs in the Kitchen, who very, very nicely shouted me out for my attempt of Chuck's carrot dogs. They were really good, and Jessica and Brian did their version, and they actually have a grill, albeit communal, and they have a view as opposed to my little galley kitchen that is in my video. Yeah, it was really nice. I watched the video. I quite enjoyed seeing people enjoy it just as much as I did. You can't step anywhere in this kitchen. I've just kicked the toolbox and then like another bunch of stuff that's on the floor. Yeah, I also go for like the really thick, round carrots, just because they're really good. Like, even like you put the marinade in, and I don't have a grill, so I ovened mine, and they come out about the same sort of texture and you know, sort of floppiness, if you like. Of course, you know, this entire thing's going to be laden with sexual innuendo anyway. The floppiness of a proper hot dog. They don't taste quite like a proper hot dog, as far as I'm concerned, but then, you know, I like an American hot dog might be very, very different to what I've experienced before. So it might be that they're perfect for you guys across the pond, but, you know, maybe like there's a different manufacturing method for British hot dogs that are labelled American hot dogs, you know, or like different spice mix or something. I don't know. But yeah, like I thought they were really, really good regardless. They were absolutely delicious. I have tried making parsnips. And is that a second fly? Oh, seriously, man. Like, right, anyway. Yes, I tried making parsnips in exactly the same way. That turned out okay. That second time round where I made the carrot dogs and tried the parsnips, I sautéed everything in a pan without the extra marinade in, so it like they were still like fairly textured, sort of like al dente, let's say. And they were okay. The parsnip is an interesting texture because it's a little bit stringier and it's a lot sweeter. So it was kind of like, I kind of want to say it was like eating a hot dog with relish in flavor profile, because it was like this sweet thing that you're eating and you're getting this big bite of sausage, or big mouthful of sausage, as the case may be. Matron. Yes, anyway, right, so yeah, like that little shout out was awesome. So, all of that out the way with. Seguta Federone. They cooked some pasta carbonara sort of thing. Of course, those two are still eating meat and cream and dairy and all that sort of stuff. So if I ever decide to have an off day, just at random, or you know, the craving for meat gets too much, then I can just go out and do something about it in my own kitchen. But I haven't been tempted. Like, you know, if you look back at day 31, I very nearly didn't even eat meat on day 31. I actually kind of messed up and forgot that I was allowed to eat meat when it came to lunchtime, and I bought salad and ate salad and then realised, oh, hang on a minute, I'm allowed like all sorts of things. I had to go back and get, you know, like nice big bratwurst. I suppose I should say, for anyone who is brand new to the idea of this, I was pretty much an obligate carnivore before starting this. I would have meat with every single meal. I would cook everything with, you know, sunflower oil or coconut oil, but it was still oils. I had no real inclination to not use fat, like belly pork was amazing, all of that sort of thing. And as I say, meat with every single meal. I would have beer, multiple beers per night, multiple nights of the week. Not alcoholic by any stretch, but, you know, like a Thursday would be board games night, so I'd go out and play my games with a few friends, and there's beer on sale for like €1 a bottle. So you sit and you have a couple of those. It's a wonderful night. And then, you know, Saturday, Sunday, it's been a bit of a long week. Have another couple of beers just in the house while I'm watching a movie or something. You know, just bad food decisions. And then I just sort of fell into this. Like, I did a little bit of research beforehand. I even found, I'm fairly certain I found the first couple of videos from Jessica and Brian before I started, but timing is very off on that. Like, I have no idea. I just know that it was around about the same sort of time that I started doing my daily vlogs. Maybe a week before, 2 weeks before, was when they uploaded their very, very first video. And yeah, that was actually really cool, because you can see even in their first video, there's this big change. Like, they've stuck with it. Everything's been good. Mine has been a lot more gradual, you know, but I look back at day one's vlog, or the day zero intro, and oh my God, was I really that, like, did I look like that? You know, like, oh man, yeah, that was horrifying. It's no wonder there's no pictures of me anywhere. I don't want to look at myself. Oh man. Yeah, but all of this meandering stuff that I'm saying boils down to, this is nowhere near as difficult as I thought it would be. So far, the hardest part of anything has been breaking the rules that I've imposed, both for myself, by myself, and that are imposed by, you know, the plan that I'm following, which is essentially the starch solution. Albeit with little things stolen from you know, Joel Fuhrman and Penn Jillette's book Presto and all sorts of things like that. Yeah, like, it's just breaking the rules has been the problem. Like, I didn't want to break the rules on day 7. I didn't want to stop eating nothing but potato. I wanted to go the whole 2 weeks. Damn it. But yeah, like, just not being able to eat anything at that point. Yeah, like, I didn't want to break it on day 7. Or, you know, technically day 8, because I waited till after midnight. But, you know, like, apart from that, and my body's rebellion at not wanting to eat potatoes anymore, which was putting me into a horrible place and wasn't making me a very nice person to be around, and I can't have that for my, you know, my little boy. Apart from that, everything's worked out great. I mean, like, what, 6 weeks later, after week 1, so we're like, tomorrow is week number 7's weigh-in. I think day 49 is tomorrow. And apart from that, one little slip up where I had to break the rules for the benefit of my son and family, everything's fine. Like, I went into this saying I'm not going to be ridiculously strict on everything. If I have to eat vegetarian, I'll eat vegetarian. You know, it just circumstances will change. I can't go out and say, no, I'm not doing this ever, because you can guarantee the one situation where that is my only option is gonna crop up. So, you know, it's worked out a lot better than I thought it would going in. I thought I was going to do this for a couple of weeks maybe, and, you know, have to stop and eat a chicken breast every couple of days or something like that, and it's been really easy. And if you're thinking about starting something like this, do it. Like, give it a try. I mean, you know, maybe not go whole hog, nothing but potatoes for 2 weeks. I think 7 days is more than plenty. If you've already done the 2 weeks, my invisible hat off to you, but good God, what are you doing? What are we doing? How is that a good idea? But yeah, if you've already done it, like, well done. I evidently couldn't hack it for whatever reason. If you guys have managed it, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, each to their own, isn't it? It's each to their own, isn't it? It's whatever is gonna work best for you, or you. There we go. You in the camera. Hello, hi. Yes, speaking at you now. Yes. Anyway, yeah. Right. Tomorrow, I'm going to write a post on Reddit. I've actually already written it now, but I'm going to post it tomorrow. Go away. This is my limelight, damn it. Yeah, so I've written this post for Reddit. I'm going to post it on Lose It. My Reddit username is completely different to over here. I've been told not to mention the YouTube channel in any way, shape or form, and I'm not going to. I've also been told not to mention it in comments or replies to people, or public ones anyway. So I'm not going to do that either. But yeah, like, I feel pretty good about letting people know what progress that I've made already. I mean, you guys are gonna see it in tomorrow's vlog anyway, but I think just getting everything out there and letting people see that it doesn't have to be go to the gym every single day, eat this, take this amount of supplements, drink some protein shakes, you know, like, different things can work. And I was pretty dubious when I started this, and, you know, like, look at me now. Yeah. Even though, you know, I'm not even 2 months in, you know. Oh man. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous how little an amount of work this is. I mean, yeah, I've had points where I've gotten sick of it and, you know, ordered in or something like that. But even then, I've still stuck with vegan as much as possible. or vegetarian at the very, very, very minimum. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's working. I did a very stupid thing last night as well. I might as well admit to it because, you know, I'm here and this is like a fairly unfiltered view of everything that's going on. So last night I wanted to plan out various different things because in November I've got to fly over to the UK. So after Brexit, so that's going to be difficult and interesting, trying to get back home to Germany. I mean, assuming it all goes ahead, which it might get delayed again. I mean, hopefully it does, but you know, we'll see. So I'm going to fly over for my brother-in-law's graduation. Then I'm going to fly from Edinburgh up in this corner. Edinburgh's up in this corner right here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, hi Edinburgh. And I'm going to fly all the way from Edinburgh down to Bristol, which is, you know, down here. Because that same week, that same period of time is my friend's wedding. Like Kerry and Rosie, who live in Bristol and work in Bristol, and I've worked with both of them for a couple of years, and they are wonderful friends, and I don't keep in touch as much as I would like to, or probably should do, but they invited me to the wedding. I'm going to go to it. Now, I was looking at exactly how long I need to budget, if you like, and just get an idea of where things are going to be by that point. So I took all of my measurements and I averaged them out and averaged out all of the weight loss and this, that and the other that I've got so far on record, which includes a few plateaus and bad times where I've gone back up again and all that sort of thing. And I forecasted what my weight is going to be for the wedding, which was a bad thing to do because now it's given me an unrealistic expectation of where I'm going to be by that point. And yeah, like it's really surprising how much that is motivating me now. Like I went into this just saying, look, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do whatever. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, great. You know, what have I lost? Like, well, hopefully weight, but you know. And there's a very realistic chance that by the time that I get into the UK, I'm going to be the lightest weight that I've ever been in my adult life. That I'm going to not only reach this sort of nebulous goal that I had for myself of being fairly unrecognizable when it comes to the wedding, but like beyond that even, and actually probably look pretty damn good, which that like it's kind of blowing my mind that even as, you know, sort of badly as I'm doing with all these plateaus and eating takeout still and breaking some of my like lower down bendable rules and that sort of thing, even though I'm flexing a lot of the rules, it's not going to work out as badly as I think it is. I mean, obviously, you know, now I'm a lot more motivated to stick with it and do my thing and not bend rules or break rules or anything like that. But because I've already built in a bunch of points for, you know, cheat days that aren't cheat days because they're planned for, because I've already got those built in and I've got my rules and I've got a rough idea of what works and what is going to make me hold on to weight or gain more water weight or whatever, and how that's going to affect weight loss over the next days after that, I'm so much more motivated to stick with it because I have this possible end goal in sight. And yeah, it's crazy. It's really, really weird to think about that even with what I've done so far, like I feel great about what I've done so far. I've lost a bunch of weight. I'm really, really close to the weight that I was when I moved to Bristol, 5, 6 years ago. I've undone years of abuse in a matter of weeks. And from the looks of it, just by sticking with this for not even a full year, like 8, 9 months from start up until the date that I need to be at this wedding. I'm gonna have undone years beyond what I would count as my fault and my abuse. Like, that's getting into the last time that I was that weight was when I was in high school and I wasn't even fully grown or an adult yet. And yeah, that's really weird to think about for someone who's been overweight all of his life. And aside, like when I graduated high school, when I finished high school, what we would call secondary school, when I finished that, I was already a 36-inch waist jeans. And yeah, it's just weird. It really is. So yeah, if you're thinking about starting, don't put it off much longer. Give it a go. This has worked out great for me. Hopefully it'll work out great for you as well. I mean, do the proper thing, like talk to your doctors, talk to medical professionals, all that sort of stuff. Do it sensibly. But, what you got to lose, really? Just give it a go. You'll surprise yourself, probably. I did. I thought I'd never be able to eat vegan or close to it. And look at me now. Look at me now, Ma. Oh, man. Yeah. Maybe I worked too hard today. Maybe I'm just a little bit sun-touched, Because, I just feel way too good. Oh, man. Right. Oh, yeah, we need to cover some last little bits. I'm stepping down off the soapbox, don't worry. Right, so, last little bits. Lunch was this. This is a photograph that I took at lunch. Hooray, num num num. My dinner, my evening meal, I literally only had just before recording this, which is probably also why I'm kind of up and a little bit wired, which was this photograph that you can see. That was my one portion of my cheesy pasta bake thing that I made, which is just like the cheese sauce recipe from Dylan at Well Your World. That mixed with a bunch of red lentil and brown wholemeal pasta, baked in an oven with some breadcrumbs on top. It's nothing massively special, but that with the last portion of chili and just a little squeeze of sriracha just to really bring it up a little bit in spice, and that was really, really good. Ate that with some bread, as you can see. All really good. I drank mostly water today, understandably, because it is really toasty. I mean, it's so warm in here. I'm a little bit more reflective than usual, let's say. So, there was a point where I did have some Diet Coke from the freezer, not from the freezer, from the fridge, from the refrigerator. Probably about 250, 300 mils, just a little bit over one serving, maybe. It was what was left over from Sigurta drinking it. But yeah, I got in, I just needed something that was absolutely freezing ice cold. I stood with it held up against my forehead for about 5 minutes before drinking it as well. So that should give you a rough idea. I mean, you'll see in the time-lapse footage, I don't know whether or not I'm playing it now, have played it now, and playing it afterwards. I have no idea, we'll figure it out. But in that time-lapse footage, you can see how bright it is. And when I tell you, it was literally like walking into a brick wall of heat, or walking and putting your head in front of an oven. Yeah, it was bad. You know, like it was sucky. But, you know, then we had the rain, and tomorrow's probably going to be worse. I think at some point this week, it actually gets up to like 33, 34 degrees Celsius in Berlin, which I'm not looking forward to because I'm going to die. Like, I probably will from that. That is utterly insane. I'm not going outside on those days. It's like, no. Oh dear. Right, I've waffled on for about 35 minutes now. I should probably go and let you all get on with your lives. Hit me up on social media, on the Twitter. I am at GamesMal. Either that or send me a message or comment in below. Everything's open. Give me some ideas for recipes, give me some ideas for what you'd like to see from the channel, all sorts of things like that. I don't mind, I'm open. I'm making videos every single day. We might as well make it interesting for everybody, right? Right, okay. Time to go. I'm gonna edit this together. I'm gonna get as much sleep as I possibly can. Hopefully a lot more than I've had the last few days. And then, yeah, tomorrow, finish off these bad boys. And put the doors on and all sorts of things, and maybe get my little camera mount on these shelves. Oh, I need to take that photograph as well. Please excuse the fact that there are dishes actually drying, like we're using it. You know, this is a lived-in household. It's not like a studio setup or anything like that. Like, stuff is gonna get used. But yeah, cool. That's me. That's day 48. Yeah, 49 tomorrow. And another weigh-in, another weekly weigh-in. Right, have a good one. See you next time. Bye-bye.